Hey guys, this is Rafi Ozick, and welcome to your fifth HTML5 tutorial for beginners. I actually said that in this tutorial we were going to do the styling of HTML, and hopefully we'll get to that. But the first thing that is really important that we have to get to is talking a little bit about this head section of the HTML. Because if you noticed, this here says HTML head title my new awesome website. And it's not displayed here on our website, although it is displayed up here on the browser tab, My New Awesome Website. And I had mentioned before to you that the body tag is the most important tag inside of your website, since that's where all the information that is actually displayed is going to be displayed on your website. So what is this head tag, and how do we use it? So inside of the head tag on the top is going to be all of your metadata. And what metadata is, and what meta means, is something that is referring to itself. So if you've ever seen someone say, oh, this is really meta, or if you've ever been to a forum where they have a meta discussion to discuss about a certain subject or topic or forum, that is referring to a place where they're going to talk about themselves. In this case, it's going to be everything that's going to be related to our website that is not actually the website itself. This is kind of a descriptor for what's going to be on our website. So we have our title here in our head, and we have something called a meta char set. So we could do meta char set equals UTF-8. And UTF-8 is a char set that is able to display a lot of different languages and is really good. We could also do meta name equals description, and we could say that the content equals most amazing HTML5 tutorial in the history of mankind ever by Rafi Ozick. And we could say meta name, we could do another meta name, and say author, and we say content, and we could say Rafi Ozick also. Just plugging myself in a little bit here. Another really important thing for later on when we discuss responsive websites, or making sure that the website works across different screens, is the viewport. So we could say meta name equals viewport, and this is a really important part in the meta. And we say content equals width equals device width, and the initial scale is going to be 1.0. And the initial equals 1.0. And the initial scale is referring to the zoom that you're going to have on that device. And this is going to allow us to make responsive websites, or websites that work across different screens. Another important thing that we can also set up here is keywords. We could actually force the document to refresh. We could have a meta HTTP equiv equals refresh, and we can say content equals, let's say 50, and every 50 seconds it's going to refresh. And this is just all the metadata that you're going to have here. This is really important, and I really just want to make sure that you got a feeling for it. And this is going to be the first bit of pure HTML5 that we're going to get to in this series, and that is that in HTML5 you don't actually need this head. Everything before the body is automatically considered by the browser in HTML5 to be inside of that head part and to be metadata. I suggest for now to keep these head tags inside of your code, just because for programmers who have been in the industry for a long time, they're not used to not using that head tag, and it could cause some confusion. And I don't want you going to a job interview and they give you a little test and getting all flustered, like, why didn't you use that head tag? And you have to explain to them that in HTML5 you didn't use it, and then butting your head with some guy about who knows more or something like that. So for now, keep the head tag in there for your metadata. In the future, it's probably going to start being phased out, since in HTML5 anything above the body tag is automatically considered metadata. And as we talked to, metadata is all the data that describes what is in our HTML website or file. So that's a brief description of metadata and the head file. And finally, now we're going to get into styling our HTML5 in the next video.